It's been lovely, hasn't it? You've had probably the most fun out of everyone. No, it's been great. We got one last act to come up. I'm very excited for him to be here tonight. He's going to be finishing the show for us. He's going to bring in, once he's finished his pint. No, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start with yourself. A bit louder.
Oh, give it up for Darren for tonight. What a cracking job. No, he's fine. He's
Stealing the show.
He's fine. So, I'm gonna fucking kill that dog. So, listen. I'm 5'2", ginger. Been married for 20 long years. I'm overweight. I turned 60 last year, went from Gloucester, and people had the fucking audacity to ask me why I'm so miserable. I'm not as miserable as you, I have to say. But I thought my life was shit. You're his wife. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not particularly keen on tall people, especially those that think it's acceptable in a social situation to rest their elbow on my head. If that's you, don't do it. Went to Old Towns last weekend. I was allowed on 2 rides. I learned a couple of things at Old Towers. So as I was waiting in the queue, I heard this voice behind me. Jesus Christ, look at him. He's tiny. I don't think he should be going on this. And I learned 2 things. The first thing I learned was that it's considered socially unacceptable to meet provocation, no matter from what source, with violence. And the second thing I found out was it's actually a criminal offence to punch an 11-year-old girl. My wife said to me back in February, have you got any idea what day it is today? I said, I've no idea. So I have a think really hard. I thought, oh, please tell me it's not the anniversary of the day you caught me with your sister, but it wasn't. So shall I tell you? I said, please do. She said, it's World Penguin Day. Is it? I said, what relevance is that? So, well, do you realise that the largest penguin in the world was only an inch smaller than you? I said, I have no idea. She said, also, you're 5'2", aren't you? I said, yes, I am. She said, that's 62 inches, isn't it? I said, yes, it is. She said, do you realise you're just a fraction taller than 5 plastic rulers stood end to end? I don't want to hear that sort of shit. And every night before we go to bed, she goes up, I come up, and it's been the same routine for 20 years. Have you turned the TV off at the wall? Yes, because she's one of these women, despite the fact that she's 61, has never experienced it, thinks that unless we turn everything off at night, something's going to go wrong. And to be fair, that's how she lost her job in the hospital ward. I said, yeah, I've turned off the wall. So have you locked the front door? Yes, I've locked the front door. At the bottom? Yes. At the top? No. Why not? You fucking know why not. So I just love hearing you say it. So, I've been blessed with the ginger gene as well. And normally, when I come to a gig, I'll ask if there are any other ginger people in the room, and in all the years I've been doing comedy, right, normally there's at least one, but this is a first, because the only other fucking ginger person in this room is that fucking dog! I mean, he's beautiful, he's fantastic. I've got an Irish Terrier who is very similar colour to him, very similar colour to me, and that's the only reason we bought him. And we haven't had a dog for ages, and he seems pretty intelligent. Our dog was really clever. The first day we brought him home, within 3 hours he taught me to pick up his shit, which was fantastic. months old now, and he's full of it. And we had a bit of a barbecue last weekend, and we had some friends round. And I was upstairs, and all of a sudden, I heard my wife scream from the garden, "Quick, come down, quick, the dog's got the rabbit in his mouth." And that, you know, he's an Irish Terrier, and I thought, oh, Jesus Christ, this isn't looking good. But, as it turns out, those love toys from Love Honey are robust, so that was all good. The ginger people, they try to deflect. They don't like to admit they're ginger. You know, they use stupid phrases like, "Are you ginger?" "No, I'm T-shirt." "What?" "I'm T-shirt." "Don't think so." "I'm strawberry blonde." Well, the best one I've heard is, "I'm fox red." "Oh, you're fucking ginger, just admit it." And when my wife and I, when we first got together, the first time she saw me naked, like she was just mesmerised, she was just looking down. I said, "What's the matter?" She said, "Well, I've been waiting 3 months to find out what colour that is. And I'm just really surprised it matches." And you know what I said, "What fucking colour were you expecting?" She said, "Well, I didn't know whether you dyed your hair or not." "No, I don't dye my hair." I didn't think in this day and age that I'd be discriminated against because of my colour, and especially not in the comedy world, because as you've seen tonight, there's all sorts of different people, all sorts of different backgrounds do stand up. And there was a post on Facebook from the Bristol comedy scene a couple of months back, and it said, "We are looking for applications, especially from LGBT people and POC people." Now, I didn't know what POC meant. Does anybody here? No, it stands for people of colour, right? So I phoned up, I said, "I'd like to apply." "Well, which one? The LGBT?" I said, "No, the POC." "Well, what colour are you?" I said, "Ginger." "We don't want you." That's harsh, isn't it? But I've got to be honest, it was probably when I was a kid, I suffered most. So I can remember aged about 6 saying to Mum, at Christmas, "You know, I've been to school, and like all the other kids at Christmas Day, they had presents and stuff, and I didn't get anything, did I?" She said, "No, you didn't." I said, "Why is that?" And she looked at me straight in the eye and just said, "Santa don't stop for ginger kids." But I've got to be honest, it was probably the name calling more than anything that got me down. Cock and knob, ginger nut, Duracell, you little ginger wanker. I can remember saying, "Dad, you know," so I've been married, it's coming up for 20 years this year. We've just got to that stage. It's just that irritating stuff. And it's the little things about it that irritate me. Fucking breathing. She's one of these women, like, because I'm quite little and I can't sort of see very well out the car window, so I like her to sit back a little bit. But if I can't see, I'll say to her, "Is it safe to go?" And she'll say, "Yeah." And then just as I'm pulling out, she follows up with, "If you're quick." That's no use to anybody, is it? That's no use. We did a dry January this year. It was sort of alcohol related, I've got to be honest. We still drank in January, we just had no sex. And what it was, Christmas Day, I had too much red wine and fell asleep at the dinner table at 4 o'clock. And apparently, I was embarrassment, she felt humiliated. The other guests in the hotel thought it was fucking hilarious. And she's got this thing about drinking, and she said to me just before Christmas, "Oh, you have remembered tomorrow I'm going out from the works too, and you've agreed to pick me up, haven't you?" Now that came as a bit of a surprise, because she self-employed and works from home. But so no, that's fine, I'll do it. So I pulled up outside the Wetherspoons at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And she came, sat in the car, and all I said was, "Have you had a nice time?" "Are you saying I've been drinking?" "No, but clearly you have." "You don't love me, do you?" "Oh, fuck, here we go." "Yes, I do love you." "No, you don't love me. I don't think you've ever loved me. All the years this has been a marriage of convenience." "So no, it hasn't. I do love you." "Well, if you love me," she said, "you're going to prove it to me right now." "How am I going to do that?" She said, "You're going to climb over on top of me and you're going to make love to me." I said, "Well, it's not going to happen, is it?" She said, "Give me angry with me? I said, I'll give you 3. She said, what is it? I said, it's still 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're still sat outside Wetherspoons. And your best mate Chris is in the back of the fucking car. Now that's the thing, right? She's got a best mate, she calls her girlfriend. And I've got a problem with that. I mean, they've known each other for years and years. I've got no problem with that. They go on holidays together, they have weekends away together. That's fine. Right? I wanted 1 weekend away with my girlfriend. Oh, moan. But we have got to that stage in our relationship where I suppose the spark's gone out of the sexual side really, and she said, you know, perhaps it would be nice to be a little bit more romantic. I said, well, what have you got in mind? She said, well, maybe when we're making love, have some music playing in the background, just have that awkward silence for 2 minutes. So I took that on board, recorded some music. The first song I chose was Angels by Robbie Williams. I thought, well, that's there or thereabouts. To be honest, I think my choice of song number 2 was probably not the best. Theme for Match of the Day. Just purely for the rhythm factor. She said, do you know what? She said, you never surprise me anymore, do you? I said, don't mind. She said, no, it'd be nice to be surprised now and again. So a couple of nights ago, she's getting ready in the bathroom. I turned all the lights off in the bedroom, wedged myself under the bed, and when she walked in, I grabbed her ankles, and she looked at that. And apparently that wasn't the surprise she had in mind. So we've tried other things. We've tried having a bath together, but as I said, to be honest, we're both looking on a bit, and we've both got on a bit of weight since we got married, and me and her in the bath sort of resembles 2 Teletubbies wedged in a sink. It's not a great sight. And she likes the water really hot. I mean, you could boil the logs, but that's how hot the water is. And that brings on cramp. Unfortunately, we both got cramp at the same time. We both leapt up. It was like a tsunami. Back at the bathroom door. The poor cat on the landing, he didn't stand a chance. He was washed up. We hadn't seen him for weeks on end. I mentioned a bit overweight, and I sort of knew I was, but I didn't realise how bad it was affecting our relationship until I sort of overheard her talking to her friends at book club, which is basically just a once-a-month occasion for her and 7 other bitches to get round, drink all my fucking red wine and moan about their colleagues behind their backs, really, that's all it was. And I was listening in the next room and said, oh God, so his weight is just ridiculous, so he's like an egg on legs. We go to Iceland in a few weeks' time, and I've told him over there he needs to be careful because they still hunt whales. So he's so fat he repulses me. So I joined Slimming World, right? I gave Slimming World a try. Now I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I thought there's going to be a certain camaraderie. And I walked in, and basically what it is, if you've never been to Slimming World, it's a once-a-week public humiliation. I walked in, there was about 30 women lined up of all various shapes, sizes, all clearly with a few extra pounds, waiting to be weighed on these scales that are being manned by 2 fucking smug stick insects who've been doing the programme for months on end. And this lady came up and said, hi, my name's Chris, I'm your counsellor. I thought, I don't need counselling, I just need to stop eating so much. And the meeting was held in our local primary school. We said, right, if you'd like to take a seat so we can talk about things. And I looked down at this little plastic chair, and there's me and 2 other newbies who were bigger than me, and I thought, this isn't going to end well. It didn't. One of the plastic chairs broke. I got wedged in mine, and the 3rd person just ran out the door crying. Chris said, out of anybody, so it doesn't matter, so whose body do you most admire? Now I don't know where it came from, right? I just said, Tom Daly. And this voice from the crowd said, oh, it's really nice to have a game of play. I've not been back, to be honest. So I said, I've turned 60 last year and decided to have a big party. We had a big roast, which was good. Sent out loads of invites, and then I got the usual, I'm on a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a celiac. But no, back in the day when I was growing up, we didn't have those, well, we did have those sort of people, we just called them fucking fussy eaters, to be honest. And I'm sort of struggling to keep pace with technology now. You know, things are changing so much, aren't they? And one of the boys mentioned the whole thing about the Hawaii mobile phone and the Chinese and how the GCHQ believes that they can possibly shut down some of our infrastructures and close down our machines and close down computers. And actually, I don't think that's not a bad thing, because if there's one machine I would like Hawaii to close down, is that self-service checkout thing in the supermarkets, when it says there is an unexpected baggage in the waiting area, and that unexpected item is my fucking shopping. If they can close that down, I'd be delighted. I've realised I've got to 60 and all I do is moan. Right? So you younger guys, this is all you got to look forward to. You get to 60 and it's just fucking moan. But old people really piss me off, especially those in the supermarket, because never go to the supermarket on a Thursday, that's pension day, and what you'll find is they just loiter at the end of aisles that you might want to go up, just blocking your way, and you can't ask them to move because they're all deaf. So what I've started doing now, and it's perfectly fine, and I would advise you all to try it, is if they're loitering at an aisle and they've got stuff in their bag that you want, just take it out their trolley and put it into yours, right? Because they're not going to chase you, and even if they do, they're not going to catch you. And if they say to you, that's mine, you can say, morally, yes, but legally, no, it isn't. I've also started doing, well, I've not started doing stupid things, I do stupid things. We went for a drive a couple of Sundays ago, parked the car up on the local common, Selsey Common, and parked next to the ice cream van, went for a walk, came back an hour later, and the car had gone. And that's a frightening thing. So I've got a laptop, camera, everything in the car, phone the police. To be fair, the police were up there pretty quick. They said, "Have you got a description of your car?" And we was just by the ice cream van on a nice one. I said, "Yeah, it's a black Golf, 2-litre, registration so-and-so." And the policeman went, "What? Like that one up there?" Well, yeah, like that one up there, but it can't be that one because we parked next to the ice cream van. What the fucking ice cream van? Yeah, but I've moved since then. I've come from Gloucester. I don't know what you know about Gloucester. We're famous for a few things. We've got rugby, we've got cathedral, obviously Fred West. And cheese rolling. You know cheese rolling? So basically it's a once-a-year event where a bunch of poor people gather at the top of the hill. They throw a cheese down and poor people chase after the cheese, and if they catch it they win it, and that's their meal for the next week, which is fine. And, I entered this year, I started practicing back in November by rolling the baby bell down my drive, and that was going really well. And one of the winners of one of the races this year was a 15-year-old girl from a fucking rough part of Gloucester. And BBC were there to interview her. And they said, "So Kylie, you've entered the race and you've won. What's your story?" She said, "Well, yeah, I did enter the race and I won. I'm very surprised." And they said, "Why are you surprised, Kylie?" And what I want Kylie to say at that moment in time was, "Well, look at me, I'm 15, I've got 5 kids by 3 different dads. Teachers have written me off already, I've got no future," and I thought, "Do you know what, Kylie, this is your chance to do something, to prove to people that we're not stupid, that we can do something." So I entered the race, I won, I gave it my all, and I'm very, very proud of myself. That's what I wanted her to say. What Kylie actually said to the question, "Why are you surprised?" was, "I don't even like cheese." So I just finished telling you about our new kitchen. We had it fitted. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, right? And we employed Mogan. I don't even know if they're still going, but it's been a pain from start to finish. And on the day of fitting the final light-on wooden door, one of the fitters scratched it. And I, "Oh mate, what are you going to do about that?" He said, "Don't worry, because I can order a new door and it'll be here tomorrow." 6 weeks have gone by, no door. And I've been phoning Mogan customer services, promises door every single time. Anyway, last Saturday we were just going to go out, knock on the door.